welcome to our channel, Prize Gems Inc. This is your girl Simone, and we have
your girl Nichole.
All right, and today we are going to talk about how to stay focused during this pandemic.
So, 2020 started out great. People were charged out to make this year better than last year. And this is naturally what we should be doing, being better today than who we were yesterday. So 2020 seemed like it was going to be different, right? The numbers alone, 2020, did something to our mindset. There was a shift that many were taking and making focus on their goal, or the shift that we were taking was to make sure we're focusing on our goals and our dreams and to take actions to ensure that we accomplished or completed our goals this year. So Gems, Simone and I, we had a vision board party in January. So we planned for months. We figured out what the place was, the resources, boards, magazine, food, everything ready for this party. But the night before, it snowed all night. We live up north, we live in Michigan, and it was just snowing all night. So we thought that maybe not a lot of people would show up, but 28 people still showed up to this vision board party. 28 people did not let the obstacle of snow get into their way of framing their future, because that is what a vision board is all about. It is that somehow we frame our future, because guess what? We tend to frame our past, which is okay. So we take pictures of when we graduated from college, we take pictures of things we've accomplished, we frame our past. But a vision board is framing our future. And that's exactly what we did January 18, 2020. We framed our future. But fast forward, here comes March. We are just around the quarter mark of the year, and everything stopped. Stopped. We just was on pause. We had to focus on what was going on in the world, this pandemic. And I must admit, I stopped for a few weeks. I did not look at my goals and dreams for a few weeks. It was just survival mode. Let's just stop. But after a few weeks, I decided to look at my goals and dreams from a different lens. And so today we're here to talk about how to stay focused on our goals during this pandemic.
One of the things I like that you talked about was our vision board party. Again, we planned it, we had the resources, we booked the hall, we had everything in place. And then there was a shift, right? There was a snowstorm that happened, and we were like, are we going to do this? Are we not going to do it? But we said we're going to go on with the show anyways. And it's the same thing with this pandemic. Things happen, right? And then are you going to still focus on your plans? Or you're not going to focus on your plans? But regardless of what is going on, you should still focus on your plans. And just like the race horses, they have the blinders on. And the reason why they have the blinders on is that they can't look to the left or to the right. They just stay focused, keep focused. So we may just, during this time, our feathers probably, you can call it, were ruffled up a little bit. Yep. But that doesn't mean that we should stop focusing on our goals and our dreams. So how to stay focused on your goals? First, you have to review your list. We hope by now that you had your goals written down. We firmly believe in the scripture, Habakkuk 2 verse 2, it says, write the vision, make them plain. Did you know that statistics says that if you write your visions, your visions down or your goals down, written on paper, written in a book, somewhere, a vision board, whatever you want to call it, as long as you have it written down so you can go back and see it, you're 42% more likely to accomplish those goals. So remember that statistic, 42% more likely to accomplish your goals if you write it down. So if you haven't written it down yet, write it down. Write it down.
Mhm. And so you have a, yeah, I think you're going to talk about a plan now, and you have it written down. So what was the plan?
So on my vision board, I set a goal to get out of debt. I'm not quite there yet. I am out of consumer debt, but still have the mortgage. But even in all of this, I'm still staying focused, still staying focused, still staying focused so that I can be totally debt free. There is a quote that says, "A goal without a plan is just a dream. A goal without a plan is just a dream." So what we're saying is that you got to write it down.
Mhm.
Write it down. Make plans. Okay, if you want to get out of debt, what are you going to do to get out of debt? Maybe I need some side hustle. Maybe I need to start budgeting and get myself in order. But you have to have a plan. Every goal, you have to have a plan. Otherwise, it is a dream.
Yes, that's true. So you have to have a plan, but no, it may be interrupted because of what happened, right? You know, things might have happened that interrupt the plan that you had in January, and we have to figure out what that plan looks like going forward. So we have to hit the reset button, and we have to revise this current plan. We got to shift our mind into to find ways of how to complete our goals. So, for example, I had a goal on my vision board this year to attend conferences. Now, that sounds very vague, but I have very specific conferences that I was going to attend this year that would help me to get to some major goals that I have for the next 2-3 years. And these conferences were supposed to help me to get to those goals. So now I was ready to book those conferences, fly out to where these conferences were going to be held. But now, because of what's going on, I cannot do that anymore. So now we have to revise. I have to revise my plan. I got to figure out another way to do it. And so now I looked for conferences online that would serve the same purpose as if I was in person. So that's another way, Simone. It's like, you got to revise the plan. So yeah, we had a plan. You had a
Right,
plan of coming out of debt.
right,
So now we're just going to have to look at how we can do it a little bit differently.
right. So another example for me, I was laid off for 7 weeks. I remember my goal is to get out of debt, but I still did not let that phase me. I had a plan, but what I had to do was to revise the plan. So I'm back at work, so I can still go on to push those goals or the plan to get out of debt forward. But for you, you may be still laid off, you may be unemployed at this time, but that does not mean that you should give up on your goals. If you had a goal to that you set to get out of debt by June, all you have to do right now is to reset and develop a new plan that goes along with your situation. So if you only can make the monthly payments right now, the minimum payments, then do that. You're still making payments towards the debt. So do that, make the monthly payments, and when you're in a better position, get a job or whatever it might be, or go back to work, you can work on those goals again to get out of debt. So yeah, you may have, it's June now, or you may have that goal, but guess what? Just reset, shift according to your current situation, and then once you are able to, then you get back on track. But
Yes,
stay focused.
yes, yes. That's the focus here. We want you to stay focused on your goals, regardless of what's going on in your current situation. We want to shift how we're going to address and get at those goals. So with the current climate, as we said here, you may have to shift your goals, shift some of your goals too. And when I say that, I mean even have new goals that you never thought of before, or now you're able to accomplish. So for example, you could be starting a new business. You might be was so busy before this pandemic hit that you weren't able to really focus on certain things to start this business. But now you might have some time or different things happening in your current situation that allow you to start a business. Another example is reading more. We might be, that probably wasn't one of your goals before, but now it's a new goal that said that, you know, I can read, instead of reading 10 books, I can read probably 20 now. So develop new goals as you go through this current situation.
You know, Nikki, during the last recession that we had about 10 years ago, we had a recession. And out of that recession, people were very creative. They come up with some creative ideas that started businesses, and those businesses are multi-million-dollar businesses and flourishing. For example, I think Stack, Uber, Airbnb, I mean, a whole lot of businesses came out of that recession. So even though we may face adversities, it doesn't mean that we should stop there. Sometimes out of our adversity, we can develop ways to help us to prosper. And again, Nichole said, maybe start a new business. If you're good at sewing and you have a sewing machine, you sew some masks, sell them on Etsy, sell them on eBay, sell them on Amazon, sell them to your friends. If you have, maybe everybody don't have this, well, I don't, like if you have like these 3D printers, people are using them to make masks, face shields and things like that. I mean, you could be so creative. You can even start a cleaning business now, because I know everybody wants somebody to clean their establishment. So why not think about some things? Something that I learned from Shark Tank. They always say from Shark Tank, and I hope one day we can be on Shark Tank, Nikki. We've always joked about it, but for Shark Tank, they say, don't say you're just going to start a business. The best way to start a business is to look for a problem and solve it. So that's what we're saying to you today. You want to start a business, look for a problem and solve it. All right, Nikki, go ahead.
No, so I was going to jump back into when you talk about the mask, because we're from Jamaica, and we were searching on the internet for just a mask that represent our culture, and we were able to find it. So that person, and this person we bought the mask from lived in Miami. So that person was able to start a business where she was selling these masks online that represent the culture. Or what I see a lot of them online too is the faith-based mask. So people are finding creative ways. So again, this might not have been one of your major goals at the beginning of the year for you to start a mask business, but hey, we're here now, so adjust and shift to the current situation and figure out new ways, new goals that you can accomplish this year.
And what I must say this, Nikki, I'm going to put you on the spot. So these nice t-shirts you see we're wearing, my t-shirt says faith over fear. Nichole says life encourager, and so every week you see us wearing those t-shirts. Guess what? That's Nikki's little side hustle that she has been working on during this pandemic. So if you need t-shirts, nice creative t-shirts, yes, you see my t-shirt, very nice. This one actually fits nicer than my small one. But see, yeah, start a business. Why not? And if you want t-shirts, shout out to Nichole Gordon. Find her on Instagram and Facebook, and she'll hook you up.
Thank you for that plug, Simone. Yes, and I customize in the t-shirt, so I take time. It's not, I don't have a t-shirt shop. It's tell me exactly what you want to say on your t-shirt, and I will take my time and effort to really hone into it and put together a design for your t-shirt. So yeah, thank you for the plug. But yeah, another one though is cooking. I know a lot of us were cooking earlier on when this pandemic hit, and you might be developing new recipes that could potentially be another business. You know, that's, as Simone said, what is the problem we're trying to solve, right? And I know someone who started a cooking business doing the seafood boils. Now, I love seafood boils. So this is the crab legs with the corn and the potato in Cajun sauce. I love those things. And the favorite restaurant that I had here, it's on the east side of Detroit. It closed during what was going on. And so I was able to find someone on Instagram through another friend. So it's not some random person, but anyways, I found someone that was now doing these seafood boils. And that person has been getting requests for these seafood boils. And it's all came about because they too themselves liked it and they were missing it. And then they decided to start cooking. And by word of mouth, people say, but I want one too. I've been yearning for it. I want it. And now this person have a small business developing new recipes or developing recipes that
there you go, solving a problem.
Yes.
The restaurants will be open this Monday, the 8th of June here in Michigan. And this person solved the problem like, hey, I can deliver the food to you. So there you go. Why not?
Exactly. So do we want to give them a few quotes? And the reason why we want to do these quotes is that when you are in the process of thinking through your goals and thinking about where you are, we want you to remember these quotes, and hopefully these quotes will help you to push you to get you to finish up and focus on your goals and complete these goals for the end of the year. This is not a pause. This is not a stop. We might have, and I'm going to say this for myself, I did pause a little bit, but you got to get back on track. You got to get back on that road of continuing to get your goals and dreams achieved. So you want to start with a few of the quotes, Simone?
I know this is not listed there, but the first thing that came to mind, knowing Simone, is get up off your butt and do it. Just get up already. Stop making excuses. It's never too late. Never too late to start. So start right now. So get up off your butt, do it.
That's true. That is a true Simone quote. I love it. And then you need to start now, because guess what? 6 months from now, you will wish you started today. That's one of my favorite quotes. If you look back 6 months, have you changed over the last 6 months? Did you start something different in the last 6 months that you can say, I am so different from what I was the last 6 months? So start today, right?
And, you know, time flies so fast. We're halfway through the year already. And then I'm checking myself like, how many books have I read? How many things I said I should have done? What I've been doing with my time? You know, at the end of the year, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I accomplish? I don't want at the end of the year, I'm saying, what did I accomplish? At the end of the year, I should say, this, I have done this. So quitters don't win, and winners don't quit. You can't be a quitter in the kingdom of God. You can't quit. You have to keep pressing. Keep pressing. That's what the scripture says. Press towards the mark. So quitters don't win. If you quit, you'll never win. And winners never quit. So keep on doing it. You get rejected, the doors are closed in your face. I just read something maybe on Facebook yesterday or this morning. Some guy, or LinkedIn rather, he wanted to go to med school, and he got these nice, pretty rejection letters, and that's what he said. They were very professional rejection letters.
Oh, so he classified him as pretty and
yes,
professional.
Yes, in a nice way. They rejected him many times over, but he did not quit. He worked in the day. He went to community college at night. He did what he was supposed to do. And guess what? He got into the school that he wanted, actually more than one medical school. So what are we saying? Don't quit.
Don't quit. Don't quit. And then the last one we have, which is one of my favorite quote, is if you fail to plan, you're planning on failing. So you have to have a plan. I wish I had my book down here, but I have a book that I write down in there daily things that I'm going to work on. And these are small goals and action plans that are towards some of my bigger goals that will take me, you know, a year or 2 years to complete. But I have a plan, and I work that plan every day or every so often to make sure that I get to that final goal. So you need to have a plan. No matter how small, big, insignificant you might think it is, it is a plan, and it's a plan to get you to somewhere. So please have a plan.
I think what you're saying to Nikki, you did not spell it out, but what you described there was discipline and consistency. If you want to accomplish your goals, if you want to get into med school, if you want to get out of debt, if you want to accomplish your goals, you have to have discipline and consistency. Nichole just said in her book, every day she writes down what she wants to accomplish that day. And that's what you have to do. Be disciplined and have consistency. It can't be for 7 days, I'm going to do this, and day number 3, you quit. Quitters don't win, winners don't quit.
Exactly.
So just because we're in a crisis, it doesn't mean that you should stop working on your goals. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep at it. Rework the vision and be on the lookout for new opportunities. Now is the time for new opportunities, believe it or not, and new ways to accomplish your goals. So don't just sit there and relax. Do something, as I said earlier, get up off your butt and do something.
Yes, so let us review, reset, revise the plan in order to get back on track accomplishing our goals and dreams, right? So let's focus. Let's try not to get away from what our goals were. And if we can develop new goals, that's what we wanted to do today. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining here for another video. See you in the next video. Like, subscribe, and we will see you on our next video.